when should you not do SEO? Believe it or not, there are actually instances where SEO is probably not the best idea. And in this video, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of instances where SEO is actually something you shouldn't do and you should look at other methods of marketing instead. So there are basically three situations where SEO is typically not a good idea. So the first one is when people do not search for the thing on Google, meaning it has no search volume. The second is when the difficulty to rank for your keywords is extremely high, unless you have a massive budget to throw at this thing and you've got time to wait for it to happen, in which case it can work. And the third is when you need results fast. So I'm going to give you some examples of each of these three and what I'm talking about. So in terms of when people do not search for the thing on Google, so to give you an example of when people don't search for the thing on Google, here's one example of a service I found. So let's say you're offering a car accident assessment service. So basically people get into a car accident, you do the assessment afterwards, and you want to get customers or clients for that service. As you can see here across the entire United States, maybe 20 people a month search for that keyword, and all the related keywords get 120 searches in total. Now, there might be a keyword variation that's not this one that is what they're actually looking for, but let's say that was not the case and this was the total search volume. In this case, this is something that you wouldn't even bother doing SEO for, because you are not going to get enough volume to really justify this at all if you're trying to get more than like one customer a month. You're just not going to get enough volume to generate enough clicks, to generate enough leads, to actually make this a viable model. So for something like this, you would actually have to get in front of people somehow, let's say Facebook ads, TikTok ads, YouTube, whatever, to offer your service, as opposed to waiting for them to search for it, because it's not going to work. So if you go on a tool like SEMrush, or whichever SEO tool you want to use, and you see something like this, then that's probably an indicator that SEO is probably not going to work well for your particular product or service. Now, example I gave here is when the difficulty to rank for your keywords is extremely high. Now, here's this stereotypical example that's always kind of joked about in the SEO world, but personal injury law, especially like personal injury lawyer in New York, something like that, is usually some of the hardest keywords to rank for. You can see here the keyword difficulty rating on SEMrush is 81%, which is extremely high. So unless you have a lot of money to throw at this thing to actually get it to rank, and you have time to wait for this to happen, forget about doing it, because it's going to be extremely difficult to rank for something like this. You're better off just going another route to actually get leads coming in, because you won't see a return from this anytime soon. A couple of other examples of this are e-signing software. You can see here that gets a very low amount of searches and is hard to rank for as well. So something like this is a recipe for not really bothering, unless each client that you get would be worth like $2 million or something, then maybe it would be worthwhile, but it's probably not the case. And another one is, let's say, weight loss, which has a keyword difficulty score of 100 out of 100, which basically means it's going to be practically impossible to rank for this keyword unless you're already a massively established website. So you can basically forget about trying to rank for this keyword. These would be some examples of when SEO would not be a practical solution for what you're trying to do. You would be better off trying to get in front of these people in some other manner, whether that was Google ads or whether that was some kind of display type ad like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. And the last one is when you need results quickly. So the thing with SEO is that it takes 6 to 12 months realistically to see substantial results or any kind of return. So if you need customers or clients this month, then SEO is not going to be the solution for you. I would still recommend that once you get the business rolling, you should do SEO as a long-term strategy to get people in and not have to constantly rely on ads. However, if you need customers now, don't expect SEO to produce that result, especially if it's a brand new website you're starting out with. You're much better off just running ads immediately, trying to get customers immediately and sell them and make some money, and then worry about SEO further down the road. So that's basically the only three instances I can think of where SEO is not a good idea, but that gives you some examples of when you wouldn't want to use it. If you have any questions about any of this, just post them in the comments below and I will actually answer them. Otherwise, if you'd like me to coach you on SEO or Google ads for only $49 a month, go to learndominatemarketing.com. And if you'd like us to do the SEO or Google ads for you, or even just let you know if it's even something that's going to work for your business, go to dominatemarketing.io, book a call with us there. Catch you on the next one.